This is Mingle Media TV's Red Carpet Report. I'm JJ Snyder. Tonight we're at the PaleyFest talking to the creators and the cast of the Sons of Anarchy. It's going to be a wild ride. Well, you're doing some talking and then you're going to go inside and do some more
Yes, I have.
talking.
That's right. Yeah.
Do you have to like take a nap after this?
No, I have some tea waiting for me. I think a little
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, that would be good.
Okay.
Hi.
Hello, dear.
Hi.
So, congratulations on being on another successful show.
Oh, thank you.
Entering into your 5th and 6th season. I know there's been times when the show, like, it's been a little bit controversial or there's been a little bit of adversity, but you're kicking ass.
Yes, we're kicking ass. We really are. Isn't it great? It's so great. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, tell me what Gemma is going through. Like, I remember, in the first season,
Right.
I almost felt like you were saying, Jax is going to be president one day, and that was kind of your vision, and now it's come true.
Right.
And how does she feel about that?
Well, I think it's more that, her world is turned upside down. She's had this whole thing go down with her husband. She's estranged from him now. Her son has become president, but she's got some bit of a conflict with the wife of her son. It's like that whole mother-in-law, daughter-in-law thing, like you both love the same guy, and who's calling the shots now. I think that's, for Gemma, who's really used to talking and being heard. She's not used to, like, being questioned. And here's Tara, who's really kind of come up, and she's like, okay, if I'm going to be in this world, I'm going to have a voice. Well, this is very new for her. So I'll be curious to see where Kurt takes that character, in terms of basically her world has fallen apart, even though she does have this one element in place that she really wanted. But, will Jax be like his father, who Gemma thought was weak? Will Jax be like Clay, who turned out to be an a-hole, sort of, even though she still loves him?
Right, and maybe she just wants to be in charge.
Oh, well, she thinks she is. She thinks she is. She knows she is. She is.
The whole mother-in-law and daughter relationship, I think in real life is just a trip, and I've seen it really actually take place, where you both love the same man, and there's a power struggle.
Yeah,
right? It's difficult.
I think so. I've never been in this situation, but I have heard that, yes, that would be really, and I can only imagine.
Do you guys have a boy?
We do. We have a 16-year-old.
So someday
Well, I've already, he's mentioned, a girlfriend or this or that, and I can feel myself kind of go, well, who is that, So that's just a little taste of it. So I can only imagine what that becomes, especially if you're vying for position. Mm-hmm. Do you make peace? When do you make peace? She loves those grandkids. She doesn't want to alienate anybody too much.
Right. That's really the key, isn't it? Is those ding, the grandkids.
Yeah.
So can we talk about just you and your acting career?
Sure.
And what an amazing, I know people must just always mention to you this long career on television, but to go from Peg Bundy and then to be playing Gemma is like such a 180.
Yeah.
And yet, you're kind of kicking, it's within you, obviously.
It's been good. Well, as an actor, it's kind of, it's the blessing and the curse of being on a long-running show. And, Married with Children was a grateful, wonderful opportunity for me. But then it was hard after 11 years to then sort of get people to take that chance at letting me do what else I do. And it wasn't until I was on Lost, which I had to really kind of kick and fight for, just that little arc I had on there, because people were so envisioning me as Peg Bundy still after all these years. Then that started to sort of turn the conception, and only then would people give me other work, and then, my husband, who's wrote me this part, which was fantastic, and gave me an opportunity to keep being an actor. What's limiting about playing one part is that you start to feel like, well, I do more than that. I'd like to be able to. So,
no, really, I can.
Awesome. Yeah, it's been, and it's not so much even for other people. Like, really, I can. It's more for your own self. It's like, I don't want to get bored. So, it's been a blessing. It's been great.
And you two, you mentioned your husband. You are a very intriguing couple. Yeah, absolutely. You're out there and you're doing this together, and you both have your roles, I'm sure, in this production. So, is there a point in the day when you go, okay, no more work talk, like it's done?
Excuse me. That's our biggest challenge. We do, because More so for him. I mean, he is so all-consumed by it because he wears so many hats. You know, he's the creator, the writer, the producer, the director, the actor. He does all of them. So for him, it becomes really, and then I sort of love it too. So luckily we have these 3 kids that force us to not focus on our work all the time. But at the beginning, that was the bigger challenge. It was like, okay, where's the line between now we're home and now we're going to talk about work? So the good news is we both love what we're doing, and so we both know how rare that is, and we're both really grateful for it.
You sound great.
Yeah,
Great.
we are.
Well, I look forward to watching you progress through season 5.
Thank you.